Let's talk weather. We're here with meteorologist Mariel Ruiz. And Mariel, I guess you were talking about more scattered showers for today. Is that really the story for this week?
Yeah, today really is going to be one of those days where most of us stay dry and our chances really dwindle down after that.
Okay.
But did you see next week?
I saw that 100-degree mark. Here we go.
Yeah,
Happy summer.
I was hesitant, but a lot of models are hinting at, it's going to happen either Wednesday, Thursday of next week. So I'm going Thursday.
Triple digits.
That may change, so make sure to keep checking back in with us. But yeah, that's not the only thing that we've got to keep an eye on. Obviously, our pollution has been elevated, so we do have an ozone action day. This is when we have higher levels of ozone at ground level. Now, in the stratosphere, that's the upper layers of our atmosphere, we need ozone because it protects us from the sun's harmful rays. But at the ground, it's actually toxic, especially if you have respiratory issues. Somebody on Twitter tweeted at me this morning saying that they definitely felt not the best after their morning hike. It may have to do with our ozone levels. It may have to do with our pollution levels. So again, limit your time outside if you have those respiratory issues, but also pollen that I showed you in the last half hour is also an issue. Grasses, hickory are both in our air. 84 degrees right now in Fort Worth. We're looking at a mostly clear sky, although we do have some really high thin clouds moving overhead. That's not really going to impact our temperature. I think we make it to about 90 degrees today if you don't see the rain. Most of us in the mid to upper 80s outside of the Metroplex, but if you see that rain, I think those temperatures will struggle to climb. About 30% coverage. That does include DFW. It includes our I-35 corridor counties between Gainesville and Hillsborough and to the east. If you are west, we're looking at smaller coverage, about 20%. This means most of us will not see the rain. It's going to be very random. Let me show you what I mean by that. During the peak heat of the day, that's middle of the afternoon, around 3, we're going to see a few of these pop-up thunderstorms. So I'm not expecting severe weather. These thunderstorms are not going to be long-lived. In fact, by around 5, you see those original storms have decayed, and we just see a little bit more activity popping in. And then this activity will really start to dwindle down once the sun sets. I'm expecting to see some brief heavy downpours. Of course, with any thunderstorm, lightning will be an issue, and even the potential of some small hail with the strongest of storms. But again, all of it staying below severe threshold. Our rain coverage dwindles down, and as that happens, we're going to see our temperatures climb. About 20% coverage on Wednesday, 10 for Thursday, Friday, slightly higher on Saturday, and on Sunday about a 20%. But what's really going to be impactful for us is the heat index. We're going to see that every day after today, we see our temperature climb at least by a degree or two, but the heat index will be in the upper 90s before the end of the week and even the triple digits over the weekend. I spoke about this morning, but pet and heat safety. This is specifically for dogs. Shade and water, super important. This is going to protect our pets from the sun's harmful rays. And of course, extra water this time of the year, so important. Keep those dogs outside of the cars, especially if the car is turned off. If you're not in the car, they shouldn't be in the car either. And keep in mind about the asphalt. It warms up a lot quicker than grass or surrounding soil. So if it's too hot for your bare foot, it's too hot for their paws. And something else to keep in mind is that whenever dogs are overheated, they tend to pant. That's how they regulate their temperatures, and they don't sweat like humans do. So you want to limit their exercise. I know my dog gets really excited with fetch. She wants to play. She goes a little too hard, too fast, and she doesn't realize it. So that excessive panting, discolored gums, mobility problems, so like slowing down, those are all issues you need to watch out for. These are not the only ones. Those are just a few of them. I'll try to share more pet tips here in the weeks to come. But look at our temperatures, mid-90s. Not just this week, but also this weekend, next week, upper 90s, triple digits expected by the end of next week. Cleo.
Here we go.
Here it
the
is.
Summer is here.